Hi everybody, and welcome into another brand new episode of Caton'S Corner right here on CUTV. As always, I'm your host, Tom Caton. Just like the last episode, today's show is very special. While I may have celebrated the 4-year anniversary of Caton'S Corner on the last episode, today I am celebrating the 50th episode of Caton'S Corner, as you saw by the party decorations and that opening graphic there for a second. But I know I've said many times before, and I'll continue to say it, but not many CUTV studio shows are capable of running this long, let alone mark 50 episodes. Don't get me wrong, there are some exceptions with some of our other studio shows that have reached or are beyond 50 episodes, but those other shows, like our coaches shows or other related shows, are not necessarily run by students, whereas my show is solely run by a student, and that's me. But it's both such a historic and commemorative moment for me to celebrate 50 whole episodes. I have repeatedly stated this too, but it really does feel just like yesterday when I first launched this show. And now here we are, 50 episodes later. By the time Caton'S Corner officially comes to an end in less than 2 months, I'll have about either 53 or 54 episodes under my belt by then. But today's 50th show really is a celebration and historic moment for CUTV, and I am humbly proud of this accomplishment and milestone by myself. Also, to celebrate 50 shows, especially during the course of my final season, means so much more to me than you would ever know. Today is truly a day for celebration, so with all of that being said, I figured there was only one way to truly celebrate the 50th episode of Caton'S Corner. So for today, instead of our usual talk show-based setup, I wanted to host an award ceremony of some sort. So please allow me to welcome you to the first ever and last ever Caton'S Corner award ceremony. For today's show, we will look back at all prior episodes and recognize some specific moments and hand out awards to either recognize individuals involved with those moments or recognize the episode as a whole. We have 8 award categories to get through and plenty of moments to look back on. After all, there are 49 other episodes to watch before this one. But I am so excited for today's episode for a variety of reasons, so let's go ahead and get started. Now, usually this is the part of the show where I introduce the segment Hot Topics, and while I do look forward to that segment each show, unfortunately for today's episode, I will not be featuring that segment. But don't fear, there will be another installment of Hot Topics on the next show. We just have so much to get through with today's award ceremony, so I wanted to devote all necessary time to it. So moving on here, I will bestow the first award of the show. And let me tell you though, it was quite complex to devise an award category list, but I was able to successfully manage that. Our first award today goes out to a person who was quite a chatterbox on my show over the years, especially around Halloween time in October. Most, if not all, of our interview segments were a minimum of 15 minutes or longer each time this person joined me on set. Don't get me wrong, this is all in good fun, but there were times when we just got caught up in our conversation and lost track of time. The first award category is Longest Interview Segments Ever, and I'm proud to bestow this award upon our good friend Johnny Sakaguchi. Unfortunately, Johnny is unable to join us to accept this award today due to his schedule, but I would like to thank Johnny for all his contributions to my show, especially around Halloween time. You know, at the beginning of the semester/season, I made a promotional post on our Instagram page for CTV with some statistical information about my show over the years. I stated how my show has generated more than 2,000 minutes of airtime, or approximately 33 hours amongst all episodes, and probably about half of that time came from interview segments with Johnny. But I'll make sure Johnny gets his award very soon for that. But other than that, I know we just got started, but we need to take a quick commercial break. Don't go anywhere. More of the 50th episode celebration of Caton'S Corner will continue in a moment. We'll be right back.
Are you looking for student housing that is convenient, fits your budget, and promotes independent living? Look no further than Penn West California's Upper Campus student community at Vulcan Village. At Vulcan Village, you have 3 spacious floor plans to choose from, all with guaranteed private bedrooms and many with private bathrooms. Our community provides you fantastic amenities such as a 24/7 fitness center, convenience store, sand volleyball, and saltwater swimming pool. All apartments are fully furnished and have full kitchens and laundry. Utilities, internet, parking, recreation, and events all included. We provide you an all-inclusive experience that can't be beat. Schedule a tour and learn more today at vulcanvillage.com. Live here, live well.
Welcome back to the show, everybody. We are currently celebrating the 50th episode of Caton'S Corner, and with such a historic moment for a student-operated studio show, I am hosting an awards ceremony for the day. We've already covered the first award, so let's move on to our next categories. For the next award category, I knew I had to rewatch all episodes and see who has made the most appearances on my show. While there are some guests that tied or almost tied, there's one guest who beats them all. She's made 7 appearances on Caton'S Corner before over the years, and including today's appearance, she's now at appearance number 8. So the winner for most guest appearances will be awarded to Pam Delver. And Pam, currently with me in the studio to accept her award. Pam, hello, thank you for being here.
You're welcome. 8, I can't believe it.
8 whole appearances, and I saw it's nice we got the leopard memo for the day.
You and I are always on the leopard memo.
Exactly. I know we have a video to get to in a moment here, but I know looking back, your first appearance ever was on my Halloween show back in 2019. I know you dressed up as the Pittsburgh pothole bus. We'll see that all in the video. Yeah. But, and then after that, I counted all the other times you were on the show. And just, it's special to see just a staff member be on my show this many times. And I know it's a little surreal for us because this is our last semester here. My show ends, you retire, which sad to see all come to an end. But Lid, I just want to thank you for all the times you've come on my show. We always have fun every time. And when I was rewatching all the episodes, most of the episodes you were on was like the holiday episodes, which was funny, like Halloween or the Christmas shows. But
that's okay.
I have your award sitting here.
Oh my gosh, an actual award. Look at that. I got a 2001 telly. That is amazing. Thank you so much.
Reduce, reuse, recycle.
Really heavy.
But so literally just every time you've been on the show, Pam, I know we've just always had a good time, and it's just always been fun these last few years. So
thank you, Tom. You do a great job too.
Thank you so much. And literally, I know every time for a show how with me, when it comes to my outfits, I swear, I'm always running my outfits by you. The other day, I was like, okay, what am I going to wear for my last show coming up here within the next month and a half or so? I'm like, do I wear what I normally wear? It's like, do I go out with a whole suit? I don't know. There's still time to decide. But
yeah, I'm liking that suit you showed me. It makes a statement.
Might have to go with that.
Yeah, you know, and you're going to need a reel for when you graduate and go out into the world. What better way to cap it off?
I mean, I have one. I have a reel made already, but I just have to update it with that.
Oh,
so
yeah, absolutely.
We'll have to see. But Pam, again, thank you for all your appearances over the year.
Maybe they were performances.
In a way, they were.
You're welcome.
But I know we have a special video to look back at all of Pam's prior appearances for today. So let's go ahead and look at that. Take a look. Caton. My next 2 ghosts that'll be joining me are here to have a casual conversation about Halloween. So let's welcome them, everyone. Please welcome Pam and Kayla. Hi, guys.
Hi, Tom.
Hi.
Thanks for joining me today, Pam and Kayla. I'm pretty sure this is both your first time being on my show. Before we get anything else, I want to talk about your costumes first. Obviously, I was a deviled egg. Pam, I love your costume. Please explain what your costume is.
Well, it's kind of hard to see, but let me bring it out here for the viewers. If you don't know, I'm the Pittsburgh sinkhole bus. I've been walking around with this hanging off my neck, but that was a little hard to get the idea across, so I've taken it off and let you see it sideways.
I love that.
Let me just get this over with.
It'll
you got
be
this,
fun.
don't worry.
Oh my gosh. All right.
Are you ready, Pam?
Yes.
Ready, set, go. See, look, you are a pro at this. You get 1. Look at that.
She did the first try.
Literally. 2. Okay, okay, okay. You said you weren't going to like this game. Look at you. Everyone, please welcome back for her 4th appearance, Pam
Wow.
Delvern. Hi, Pam.
Hi, Tom. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for joining me again.
You're
Like I
welcome.
said, 4th appearance.
Wow.
This is, I think now you've, Zoe held the record for most appearance, but now you top. But of
Okay.
course I
Do I
top.
get a T-shirt?
I'll give you something afterwards. I'll get a prize for you, a certificate. Pam, I know you were here for my last Halloween show 2 years ago. You were the famous Pittsburgh pothole bus, and if you want, explain your costume that you have on.
Well, today I am Ensign Red Shirt, going on my first security detail for Star Trek. So if I die, it's expected.
Most of the people in the station are Gen Z babies, so let's see. We will jump into the first one here. It's as simple as that. Okay. I know me and Lily knows a bus and Pam. What do you think that means?
I have no idea. Taking the bus. Is that a mom answer or what?
Maybe, should we try using it in a sentence for her?
Yeah, it says he's in a sense.
Okay. That meal that you planned for me was bussin'.
Does that give you any insight?
So good.
Let's see the meaning. Bussin' means really
Oh,
good.
really
There you go.
good. Awesome.
Really good. Usually, I think we use
Bussin'.
Usually, you were bussing 2 years ago. Usually we use that. I think we usually use that when we're talking about food mostly.
Yeah, pretty
So
much.
we have Pam and Addie. Hello.
Hello, Tom.
Hi.
Or should I say Elton?
Thank you. Thank you. So you guys want to take a quick moment, explain the costumes for this year.
So I do want to hear Tom pronounce the name. I
believe Nick Sirianni.
Nick Sirianni. There we go.
Okay.
Eagles head coach. Go Birds. 6-0 right now. Taking down the Steelers this weekend. Hopefully.
Maybe we'll see. I don't even follow anymore, so that's okay. You can root and gloat all you want. Pam, your costume, always a good costume, but explain what you are this year.
Well, thank you. It's not quite as nice as yours, but I am portraying the 10th Doctor from Doctor Who, our old favorite, David Tennant.
Okay.
Too bad the camera can't go out to my office because my door is a TARDIS.
It is pretty cool.
Thank you. And I have brought my trusty sonic screwdriver. So
We'll be posting pictures afterwards so we can see all of that. But I know, Pam, your best costume ever was 3 years ago when you were the Pittsburgh pothole bus. And
That
it
was a
timed
good
out,
one.
like you said. It timed out well because I believe it happened just a few days before taping my Halloween show, so it all definitely all worked out. So please welcome our very good friend, Pam Delvern. Pam, hi. Thank you for being here again.
hi, Tom. Thank you for having me
Thank you.
for my 6th appearance.
Sixth
Very
appearance.
exciting.
I believe you now hold the record for most guest appearances. So you recently got started in this business called flipping, correct? I'll call it a business if it's a business.
Yeah, I guess it started out as a hobby, but I suppose it could turn into a business if I would ever turn a profit. Right
okay.
now, it's just it's fun, and it could be.
I know some people are probably seeing this mannequin here with a wig on the table. We'll get into that. There's a whole reason why this thing is sitting here. But thanks again, Pam, for all your appearances and help with the show over the years. You know, I truly appreciate it. So let's continue on with our next award category. There have been plenty of funny moments on this show over the last 9 seasons, especially when it comes to game segments. However, there's one game segment that sticks out so strongly amongst the others, and that's why it receives the award for funniest game segment ever. This individual not only knows how to make me laugh, but she's also here to accept her award, second award from me, my good friend Addie Mann. Addie, hello, welcome back.
Hi, Tom. I'm so bummed. I just realized my certificate that you gave me in the show is in the other room. I should have brought it on set.
That's okay. But so this game segment was back in November. I'll explain it a little bit about it, and then we'll show the video that we have with the highlights. But so we kind of both came up with this segment in a way, but I know it's mostly you, and you wanted to test me to see how many either professional athletes or kids in your psychology class I knew. First thing alone, I did not know anyone in your psych class, nor did I know any professional athletes.
No,
that much.
it wasn't a good. I forget the total. It was a failing percentage.
There was. I remember. I know you asked me 8, and I got 3 out of 8
That's
correct.
yeah. That
So
sounds
that's
about
like,
right.
when you do the math, I think it's 37.5% or 38%. So
Yeah.
no, not a passing grade there.
It was funny because like that was never actually supposed to be a segment on the show. That was purely something we thought was going to be a funny concept while we were working a football game down at up at Mercyhurst. And then Gary was like, "You have to do that in the show." So we were like, "Okay."
Because anyone that knows me, I don't know anything about sports. And like you said in that show, I think I included in the clip, but how I've been to hundreds of Vulcan sports games. And no, I have not commentated on any of them because I don't know sports.
No.
And that's okay. I know Pam and I, we commentated 2 homecoming parades, but I know technically that doesn't count because it's not a sports game, but
Like we
it
said,
still
it doesn't
commentates.
count. That does not
It
count.
counts as commentating, just not a sports
No,
game.
yeah, but it's not sport. It's not
No.
a sport.
I just don't trust myself to do that.
No, Gary almost let us. We were trying to
It
convince him
almost happened.
one
I mean, we still
shoot.
got baseball and softball coming up, so
We'll see.
that might happen.
I'll
But I
take your
know-
directing gig. You can take my commentary gig.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to do the best, but I'll try. That's why we're going to reuse awards today, so that's why you get your very heavy.
Champion of the world. The 2001 Telly Award. It's kind of broken on the bottom.
That's okay. But furthermore,
It
I know
fell off.
some people. That's okay. We'll fix it. But I know furthermore, some people might not know what funny segment we're referring to, and that's okay. So we have this video clip showing what this funny game segment was all about. So as I said, Addie joined me on this episode this past November, and we played a new game that she introduced and called it Professional Athlete or Kid in My Psych Class. It'll be easier to show the video instead of really trying to explain it all. Take a look. Joining me for today's game segment is fellow CUTV friend Addie Mann. Addie, hello, welcome back.
Good to be back. Thanks, Tom.
Thank you so much for being
That
here.
sounded very professional.
Okay, I'll say so. Today's game is going to be something completely different. Usually I am the one introducing the game and asking the corresponding questions, but Addie and I, well mostly Addie, came up with this game idea, and instead of me being the host for this segment, I will be the player. Now Addie, I don't usually hand over hosting privileges often, so enjoy it while it lasts.
Oh, I am. I'm going to milk this, Tom.
But take a moment, explain what the game is.
Well, before I do that, I would like to bring out, we're going to go transition now into something I like to call the man cave, the takeover of Caton'S Corner.
Introducing a temporary name change, okay.
Yes, we have a logo. So we're going to play a game called Athlete or Kid in My Psychology Class.
I love it.
So that's the name of the game at its finest. Not much more to explain at that. We had...
Oh, well, before we get into that, the reason why this game is happening is because anyone that knows me, I'm not a huge sports person. Like, I know the basic athletes, like Pittsburgh athletes, but like, you know more sports than I do, so that was the whole reason for this game. I don't know anyone in your class. I don't really know that many.
There's some great
Athletes
names in my
either.
class also, I should add.
So this is going to be fun. So
We had a lot of fun with it. We
Let's
should
go.
add, Tom has gone to almost every Vulcan sporting events for the past however many years that he's worked with CUTV and has never once commentated. So that should give a good
I
example.
mean, you're not wrong.
Okay.
Not wrong.
Keep in mind, Tom has not seen any of these.
No.
First name, isn't an athlete or a kid in my psych class. Willa Flick.
Full of flick.
Yes, you can ask how to spell the names also if you would
I
like.
see it up on our graphic.
Okay.
I see it up here on the graphic. Willa Flick. I am hoping that that's a professional athlete because that sounds like a terrific name for an athlete. So I'm going to go with athlete.
You're going to go athlete?
Yeah.
That is a kid in my psychology class.
What? Okay, I want to meet you now. Willa Flick. Okay, you're coming on my next show. I love that. Okay. Okay.
That was one of my favorite names by far. Okay, number 5. Number 5. Jordan Spieth. It is spelled kind of funky.
I know it. The last name, it definitely. I don't know. Let's go with kid in your psych class.
He is an athlete.
Athlete.
He is a professional golfer, former world #1, 3-time major winner, and then the 2015 FedEx Cup and Champion Player of the Year.
Okay.
Do you know what any of that means?
No. Wow, I just got roasted there. Okay.
Oh,
I
you
heard
could hear
everyone
the
laugh.
laughter
I
oozing out
heard
of the
the laughter in the
control,
control
control room.
I heard you say FIFA, I think.
That was for Carly Lloyd.
Oh.
That's
Wow.
soccer.
I zoned out.
That was
Okay.
golf. Jordan
Olympic
Spieth-
medalist, you said?
Well, Jordan Spieth did not play in the Olympics because it was in the Olympics for like one time since 1918. But okay.
Wow. Oh well. I'm failing here. Next one.
All right, we're gonna move on after that one. Number 8 and the final one on this list.
Okay.
James Harden.
James Harden. Let's see. I know I got a 50-50 shot. I don't think I've said student in a while, so let's go with student.
He is a professional athlete.
Oh my
He is the starting guard for the Philadelphia 76ers, 10-time NBA All-Star, and the 2018 NBA Most Valuable Player.
Okay. I'm surprised you didn't include any Eagle people up on here.
Eagle people.
Yeah, Eagle players. Eagle people.
You know, we were thinking about it, but I just wanted to this was a team effort to come up with these names.
Mm-hmm.
So credit to the Man Cave crew that
love
helped
that.
with that one. So this was a collective list that we made of people that we didn't know if you were going to know. And we wanted to trip you up as much as possible.
Well, I mean, you were successful. I think I only got 3 right. 3 out of 8.
I'm proud of that.
So that's what, 37, 38%?
That would not get a college degree.
No, we're not. That's why I'm not in college for that. Addie, thank you so much for that. That moment of you slightly roasting me will forever go down in both CUTV and Caton'S Corner history. But let's continue on with the award ceremony, though. Next up, keeping on track with funny segments, there have been an abundance of bloopers and other funny moments on this show over the last 4 years/9 seasons. Just like with any other television program, sometimes things can happen unexpectedly, especially during the interview. Most times you brush it off and keep going, and other times you need to reshoot it. This next award category is Funniest Blooper, and while there were many contenders to choose from, I had such a troubling time trying to narrow it down to one true finalist. All the funny/unexpected bloopers from my show cannot be seen because when it comes time to editing the show, we omit those parts out. So really the award for Funniest Blooper goes to those shows' moments that are edited out during the editing process. So my apologies on that. You really won't be able to see those moments. But I know they will live forever on in my mind and my heart. I'm going to cringe about it. I know in the future, I know that. But all right, we are going to step aside for another commercial break. We're about halfway through the show. But in the meantime, like I said, we're going to take another commercial break. Stay tuned. You're watching Caton'S Corner on CUTV. We'll be back in a moment. Welcome back to the show, everyone. We're still currently celebrating the 50th episode of Caton'S Corner with an award ceremony. We're about halfway through the award categories, so let's jump back into them. Next up, I wanted to look back at all episodes of Caton'S Corner and try to choose which episode I personally thought was the absolute best. This was rather a tough challenge for me because as the host, I find all my episodes to be the best, in fact. But however, there is one episode that stands out above the rest in my eyes, and that is the Halloween 2022 episode from this past October. This particular episode was full of amazing moments from everyone's costumes they wore that day to the set decorations and the video of me walking through a haunted attraction and getting scared. But I have a video clip package of that show, and the award for best episode ever definitely goes to my Halloween 2020 episode. Take a look. Hi everybody, and welcome into another brand new episode of Caton'S Corner here on CTV. As always, I'm your host, Tom Caton. As you can tell by my outfit and the set, you can see that today is my annual Halloween show. Maybe you can tell my costume, maybe you can't. If not, I'll explain it to you. I am dressed up as the legendary Sir Elton John. I went to his concert back in September. It was a great concert, and I figured why not dress up as him this Halloween. My particular outfit, I tried to replicate his one white feather costume, outfit, whatever you want to call it. I know I have a picture of it. I think I did a pretty good job at replicating it. Feathers, glasses, all white. I know it's after Labor Day, but we'll let that one slide. But I definitely cannot wait for another great Halloween episode. It's always a lot of fun, this show, and I definitely can't wait for you to see what's in store for today. My first guest, he was here on my last show. He is not only our Halloween expert down here in the media suite, but it wouldn't seem right to not have him on my Halloween show because that's just what he does. So everyone, please welcome Johnny, what's up?
Not much, Tom. Thanks for having me on again.
Thank you for being here. I'll say, my Halloween show, it's always the most anticipated show the whole entire year. I just always have fun doing it.
I was going to say, I think we have more fun getting ready for your Halloween show than anybody else does for any other show.
Pretty much, because we spend all our time, I spend my time decorating. We got to figure out what our costumes are going to be. But speaking of costumes, I know you were explaining to us what your costume was. I kind of get it, kind of don't, but do you want to take a quick moment, explain what your costume is this year?
All right, so this year I went with Captain Marvelous from Go Kaiser. For those of you that don't know, that's the origin of where Power Rangers originated. So before the U.S. adaptation in Super Mega Force, which was a complete failure. We're not going to discuss that. That's a whole lot of, that's a lot more time that I'll take up that I don't need to. But so with the Sentai series, they always come out with a movie for each series 10 years after. Well, this past December, Go Kaiser's 10 years after it was released.
It wouldn't be a Halloween show without showing a video of us walking through haunted hills and getting scared and all that fun stuff. I'm still joined with Johnny, but also joining me is our other good friend, John Sape. John, I love the costume, by the way.
I appreciate it, a lot of time and effort went into this,
That's all that matters. But definitely, so John, you joined, it was me, you, and Lily that walked through this year. Unfortunately, Lily couldn't be here today because of her schedule. But what were your thoughts about walking through the haunt this year?
It was, I had a lot of fun. I was, obviously, you'll see in the video, I got pretty scared, but I enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. It was very nicely designed. I like how everything was set up, especially in the house. I thought it was awesome.
And that's that. As you saw, my past Halloween show was truly one for the record books and will be labeled as my favorite episode of all time. So continuing on with past show moments, the next award category is for most special episode ever. This category was also tough to choose a contender, but there's one episode that truly deserves this award. This episode essentially laid the foundation of Caton'S Corner and how you see the show today. Of course, I'm talking about my very first official episode from 4 years ago on February 22nd, 2019. I know I just celebrated the 4-year anniversary on my last show last time, but this first episode will always hold a special place in my heart. I know that other CTV studio shows walked so that my show could run, but this first episode is so special and memorable to me. After all, this is where Caton'S Corner got its initial start and how I was able to produce 9 successful seasons. Without further hesitation, I have a special highlight reel video to show why my first episode wins the award for most special episode ever. Take a look. Hi everybody, welcome into a brand new show here on CUTV. I'm your host Tom Caton and you are all tuning into the very first official episode of Caton'S Corner. It's going to be a talk show based program here on CUTV. I'm looking forward to it. I've always been behind the scenes on CUTV, running camera or doing something else, but this is my first time taking over a show here on CUTV. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm excited and it's going to be a great day.
How you doing today, Tom?
I am doing wonderful. First show. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm excited.
You nervous?
A little bit. I was feeling it a little bit ago, but you just got to take a deep breath and all that, and we'll be fine.
I think you'll do great.
I think so, too. So, Kimberly Rhodes. Hi, Kimmy.
Hi, how are you guys doing today?
Good. How are you?
Good. I'm really excited to be here. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. You have to be excited. Very first guest on the very first
I know,
show.
right? I mean, it's just an honor.
I was like, had to have a good friend be a host, and I had to have another good friend be the first guest. So, Alyssa, she's okay. She's off to the side, recovering from coughing. So that's why the seat's empty. She's okay. She should be back. But welcome back, everybody, into the very first official episode of Caton'S Corner here. I'm your host, Tom Caton.
I'm Melissa, the wonderful co-host.
You're back. Just had a little bit of a coughing attack. Offset.
Was awful.
You doing okay?
I hope I'm doing okay.
You're doing okay now. You're okay.
We'll see.
We'll see about that. Before we start talking about the Universal Science Program, we have a little bit of a debate going on down here in the CUTV station, the Shamrock Shake debate. And what that is, do you find it appropriate or acceptable to have a Shamrock Shake before the month of March begins?
I feel like that's a debate for people that also think that, you should have Christmas lights up before Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't see the harm in it, but it's a wait for the holiday, I feel.
Alyssa, do you have anything about that?
I don't actually like Shamrock Shakes. Personally, I believe that it tastes like toothpaste.
Really?
We've gotten a lot of people saying that.
I think it's just the mint. It's just
like too much mint.
Yeah,
or
too much
something.
mint. Yeah.
Because we went on a McDonald's run last night. It was like, got to get a Shamrock Shake. But we go there. They said their machine was acting wrong or something. I was very upset.
Oh, the
That's
machine was
always
broken.
But then I got it was like, the machine's always broken every time we go there.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. I've never actually had a Shamrock Shake. I feel like I can't give a proper opinion,
Yeah.
but I've tasted it, and I think it's okay.
We have something similar because I work at Arby's at home. We have something similar. So many people, it's a mint shake. People come in and ask for a Shamrock Shake. I'm like, sorry, this isn't McDonald's.
Wrong chain.
wrong restaurant. But Wednesday, the university was closed.
Yes.
And then yesterday, it was so nice out.
Yeah,
Like
ice.
It was 50 degrees. 50 degrees for us at that time. It's springtime.
Yeah, right.
It feels like
You
spring
come
weather.
out of your room, you're like, I don't need a coat.
Yeah, you don't need a jacket.
When it hits 45 degrees in Pennsylvania, you see people
Nope.
out in their shorts, no jackets. It's like,
I saw somebody with sandals the other day.
really?
I saw someone with basketball shorts, a short sleeve shirt, and like slides, like Nike slides. And I was like, dude, it's like 20 degrees.
Why not? no matter what time of year it is in Pennsylvania, you always find at least one person wearing
One
shorts.
person.
You always
It's
find
always
at
a
least one.
guy. What's up with that, Tom?
I don't wear shorts. I don't wear shorts in the winter time because it's cold outside. Maybe the only time when I go to the gym or something, but that's about it. Other than that, no, I am not wearing shorts for spring and summertime. Unless there's a couple times like it gets above 60 or something, maybe I'll pull
Yeah,
out a
at
shorts
least
for a little bit.
last year it was like, what, 70 degrees in February.
Yeah.
That's appropriate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
However, it's still February, and I think
Yeah.
that's a little weird. Like cultural-wise, it's a little messed up.
Exactly. Well, Alyssa, you have any final things you'd like to say?
No, I just think that we had a good all-around first show,
Yeah.
and that students should definitely check out Miss Kimberly Rose, our
Check out-
first guest.
check out
Definitely.
Kimmy's
I'm really
YouTube
gonna
page.
watch for
She's
you
sitting
because
over here. She's kind of our studio audience right now.
Yeah.
So hi, Kimmy.
Yeah, I was like already looking up like your social media. I was like, ooh, I like YouTube. I could go home and watch my vlogs.
Right. Well, thank you, Ray, for being
Thank
here.
you so much for having me.
And
This was
thank
so
you,
much fun.
Kimmy. A lot of fun. First guest on the first show.
I know, Caton'S
We can all
Corner.
put this on our resumes.
I know. I'll be like, was a TV superstar for like 5 minutes on my resume.
Well, that wraps up this very first official episode of Caton'S Corner here on CUTV. Had a lot of fun. Thanks to all who tuned in. Thank you to everyone in the control room. It's either Colin or Dalton that's directing. So whoever it is, thank you very much. Everyone else,
Doing a great job.
great job.
Sorry
Thank
you guys
you.
had to deal with my coughing,
Well, that's
coughing
okay.
mess back there.
I was like, oh my gosh, does she need help?
No, no.
Well, thank you to Alyssa. Thank you, Ray.
Thank you.
Kimmy. Thank you, Gary. There's a lot of help
Yeah.
in all this. But that's all the time we have for today. Hope to see you next time on Caton'S Corner. And remember, in the words of Ellen DeGeneres, be kind to one another. Bye, everybody. And that is that. Like I said, February 22nd, 2019 will always be a special day for me because it was the day the show was first launched. Every day I film a new episode is special to me, in fact, but that first show from over 4 years ago, it all essentially got started. But all right, moving on to our next award category, I wanted to look back at all of the fashionable moments on this show. This next category is for Best Dressed. My guests who have joined me over the years knew how to step up their fashion game, but there's one guest who tops all the others, of course. And of course, I'm talking about myself, but how could you not consider that I would present myself an award on my own show during this award ceremony? But everyone, they always look so fashionable on my show over the years, but I'm particularly proud of myself to see how my fashion game has improved with each passing episode. I would always do a crazy amount of shopping before each new season of Caton'S Corner just to make sure that I had new wardrobe to choose from, because I always tell myself this personal rule of my show, not to be seen in the same outfit twice unless a significant amount of time has passed. But of course, I will present this award for Best Dressed to myself again. How could I not? But I know I have a quick video reel showing all my fun, most fashionable outfits from over the years. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. And that's that. All right, I know we're almost done with the show and the award ceremony for today, but before we do that, we're going to go to a commercial break, and when we come back, we'll have one final award to hand out for the day. So stay tuned, everybody. You're watching Caton'S Corner on CUTV. back, everyone. You're still watching the 50th episode / award ceremony of Caton'S Corner. It's almost near the end of the show, but before I sign off, it's time to present the final award of the day. I know normally this is the part where we play a game, but we got this last award to hand out. But I do want to save the best award for last. So here we are. There's one individual who has constantly helped me during my 6-year stay at this university, and furthermore, this person was the one who really helped me create and launch this show. He's pretty much directed almost every single episode over the years as well, and he's helped me so many times. I don't know what I would do without him, and that is why this award for Best Director goes to the one and only Gary Smith. Gary's always been there for me for help with this show since day one. I know he'll come out and join me here in a second, but this show would not exist if it wasn't for him, and I know I would be unable to produce 9 whole seasons. Gary, this is the first time I think we've ever seen both of us sit down on the same time.
Thank you, Tom. I put the microphone on, so now you got to interview me for like the next 5 minutes. But it's been a pleasure to have you on the show. 2001 Telly Award. I actually worked on that one. But we're all proud of you, and it's been 50 soft shows.
I'm going to change this for all my remaining shows, so the next one you'll see 51st. But yeah, I know this show. I know when you first came to me about it, I was like, do you want to do this show? And I know I was very excited to do it, but also at the same time I was like really nervous. I'm like, wow, you trust me to get on camera, bold move.
And you haven't sworn once, and you've done a great job interviewing a variety of people, both on campus and in the real world. So we're all proud of you.
Thank
So
you.
congratulations on 50 shows. I'm going to take my microphone off so we can end this because Tom bought a cake.
Again.
So go to social media because that way you can see all of Tom's, I believe the word is fits, and the cake we have. But congratulations, Tom.
Thank you. But, well, I see that our time is up, and that does conclude today's episode of Caton'S Corner. I hope you enjoyed today's celebration of the 50th episode as well, along with our first and ever last award ceremony. Furthermore, I would like to thank all my guests from today's show, and I'd like to thank everyone that's working in the control room as well. And lastly, thank you to the viewers for watching. Also, be sure to stay up to date with the Media Suite and follow CUTV, WCAL, and the Cal Times on all of the social media platforms on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Also, if you have not done it yet, subscribe to our YouTube page, CUTV Sports 1, for all future content. I know we're halfway through the semester, but we still have plenty of content to come to you as we progress on. I'll be back with another new episode in 2 weeks, so be sure to tune in for that. Lastly, thank you so much for being part of my final season. But before we go, one last thing to say here. Cheers to 50 whole episodes that I have filmed already. And I truly wish I could say here's to another 50 episodes, but unfortunately that's not the case, as you know. So this is my final season. And come May, I'm not going to be here any longer. Unfortunately, I know it's so sad to say. Who knows? Maybe I'll come back in the future with some alumni shows. You just have to wait and see. But other than that, until next time, remember to always stay safe, stay kind, and of course, stay beautiful. Bye, everybody.